Direct jumps like we had in our code specify the label to jump here directly. An indirect type of a jump is that we need to provide somehow an alternative here to specify pointer to a target address. Essentially, we need to use some kind of variable right here, which will specify this target. So we have a couple of examples right here. I'll just take the code from this procedure, including these labels, like this, and just copy and paste this into my main procedure. And also we have this jump anywhere location in our data segment. So let's discuss the work of this new program version with respect to the ideas behind the indirect jumps. So let's first examine what this program contains. So this is our main procedure right here, and what we do is that we would like to jump based on the value in register EAX. So we take the offset of label 3, which is right here, and we load it into the register. So this way register EAX will contain the offset of this location in our program from the beginning of the code segment. Okay, so essentially this is one of the forms that jump supports. Now this register EAX has the address of label 3, but I even want to extend it further. Basically, label 3 is the address of the instruction which follows it. So this is what's happening when we use this, and just recognize that this offset means offset of this label in the code segment, right? So this is the offset of this label in the code segment. So this is how you can load location into the register, and based on the rest of the logic of the program, you could be loading different addresses or offsets of your labels into this register and be able to jump to various places. So let's suppose that we now jump to this location label 3. So the next thing to happen is this. This time we'll load register EDI with the location of jump anywhere, but jump anywhere is defined inside the data segment. So this is like a pointer variable. Question mark basically says that it's not being initialized. The linker will of course initialize it to 0, but from the assembler standpoint, assembler doesn't make any effort, any code to initialize it. So we have it right here. EDI is basically pointing to the location of this double word in memory. Then we load label 2 into register EAX, and we take the offset of this label inside the code segment and we load it into register EAX. So now we store register EAX here. Okay, so we dynamically obtain location of this label in our code segment, and we move it now into jump anywhere. I would like to actually amend a little bit this code with using the square brackets. I prefer to use square brackets notation anytime I refer to memory location. And so then what we do is that the EDI contains the address of jump anywhere. Jump anywhere now is location in memory which contains the location of label 2, right? So to show you, right? So this EDI contains the address of jump anywhere, and jump anywhere now contains the address of label 2. And if we execute this instruction jump based on this memory location, what assembler will compile for us, will assemble the program, so that of course we're expecting that we're going to be jumping to this label 2 as the result. So in this location we just continue playing this game, and we now load the label 1 into register EAX, and again we move into jump anywhere, we move the value of register EAX. And again, I'd like to just show you the third version of it. The third version of indirect jump is that now, instead of using EDI, which was specifying this location, we just simply specify that this is the place in memory that we'd like to use as the location to which we'd like to jump. And of course, because the label 1 was loaded, of course, this jump should take us to label 1. And finally, this is unconditional jump, just like we used before, and we're jumping to quit program. So now the quit program just simply will return from our main procedure. So let's just step through this. And once again, I'll just go to build and debug, start debugging, or step into, right? So I don't want to insert any breakpoints, so I'm just going to press F11 or step into, and we end up directly in the first instruction right here. So I'm just quickly going to step through this. So I'm just going to press F10, and so this jump's supposed to take me to label 3. Okay, so it does, takes me to this instruction. So we load register EDI with the jump anywhere. Then we move into EAX label 2. We store EAX now in this memory right here. And when we're supposed to jump now, of course, we need to be able to jump here. So this is it. We just jumped. So now we're loading label 1, storing location of label 1 in jump anywhere, updating this this double word in memory with the new memory location, stepping over, and now this jump takes us to label 1 because now this was the location of label 1. And finally, quit program will take us out of this program. Debug, stop debugging, and normally I'll close this console window as well.